Hey guys, as you can see, I got a new toy because I haven't really caught a lot of fish in the last couple of times I've been out. So I'm not really that great of an angler. I'm not the most knowledgeable, I guess. So a tool like this might really help me out. I've done a lot of research on the different kinds that you can get for this kind of price point. And for me, the best bang for the buck was the Garmin Striker 4, the portable edition. I looked at the Humminbird Piranha Max and the Lowrance Hook 2 4X. Those are all great units, I'm sure. I've never used them, but for me, this is the best bang for the buck. So let's dive right in and see what's in the box. All right. That's the box. Got my receipt, which I placed there. Here's the bag that it comes in, or that it comes with. Instruction manual, which normally I don't read instruction manuals, but I probably will for this one. Oh, there's the unit. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But I guess it says 3.5 inch. That's about 3.5 inches. So for comparison, there's my hand. It's about the size of my hand. I guess average person's hand. What's over here? Mounting plate. And usually one comes with a little foamy for if you're doing the ice fishing, I guess. This is the carrying handle for the base, which is right here. This is my transducer and the mount. It's heavier than I thought. There's the transducer. This is the base. It's all plastic. We'll take it out of the plastic in a minute. What have I got in here? Power cable, I'm presuming. This is mount for the transducer. This is the suction cup with some screws. Oh, yeah, that's right. And this one comes with the in-hull mount. So I could actually run the transducer inside the hull of my kayak. Maybe that's something I'll play with, but not gonna do that right now. I don't know how that goes in there. I guess you just stuff it in. Like that. So it sits like that. Something like that. I don't know. I'm sure if I read the instructions, it'll tell me exactly how to do that. And some more screw bits. This is my AC charger, I think. Yeah. That was another big plus. I don't know if the other units come with this, but they didn't specifically state, so that was another big plus for the Striker 4. It comes with this AC charger for the battery, so you don't have to buy a separate one. And here is the battery. Yep, makes sense. Keep the cover on the live side. Cool. So I'm going to get this thing assembled, and we'll have a closer look at it once I've got it all put together. So see you then. So, yeah, English. I guess that's the OK button. Yeah, okay. Store demonstration? Sure, let's turn it on. I mean, I'm sure I can get out of store demonstration. There's got to be a way. So let's just do yes. Position format? What are my options here? Oh my gosh, look at this. British grid. Let's just, oh Jesus. Let's just keep it as that. Daylight savings, time zone. US East. Yeah, that's me. Time format. I like 24-hour. Metric. We'll just go. Next. Easy to use 3.5-inch fish finder with GPS. Great. Okay. Let's just do traditional. Ooh, that's bright. Oh yeah, look at all those fish there. Cool. Man, I hope I get to see something like that on my fish finder later. Let's try split frequency. So this is the 77 kilohertz and this is the 200 kilohertz. That's cool. To me, it's, I don't know, doesn't really look that much different to me. I have to do a little more research on what the actual difference is. You know, that's okay. That's cool. Waypoint map. Speed, it's got your heading, all that stuff. You can add these waypoints and then, name them, whatever. You can pan. Oh, that's cool. Have a look at stuff. Right on. Let's just go back here. Waypoint map plus traditional. Cool. All right. Let's demo. Ah, here we go. That's where I would turn my demo off. Let's end the demo. Well, it turns out the assembly instructions were kind of meh, but that was fine. It wasn't that complicated to put together anyways. It just took me a few minutes of messing around and playing with, there's only really 3 screws, and they're just the ones that go into the base that secure it to like the carrying thing. So it was fine. I can't wait to get this thing out on the water and test it out and see what it's like. Like I said, I've never owned a fish finder before, so I don't really know how to use it. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit. So I'm excited for that. It's a cool little unit. I think it's gonna sit nicely in my kayak. I'm already thinking about ways I can use it on my kayak without the bag. I guess I could get one of those Scotty mounts. My kayak's got a Scotty mount hole right in the middle. So I just get one of those mount plates that just kind of plugs in there, and then you have the unit. I put all the batteries and all the other stuff in the hatch in the front. So like I said, this was, for me, the best bang for the buck. It was $279 plus tax at Canadian Tire. That's a pretty good price considering what you get. I mean, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like this little thing in the bag. But for any of you who don't really know, you can buy just the unit itself for like $180 or something like that, or $170 plus tax. But then you have to buy the battery and figure out a way to mount it to your boat or kayak or whatever. So that's all costs that add up. Like, you can buy cheap batteries, but you're buying a cheap battery, so you're gonna get what you're gonna pay for. This battery looks like it's a pretty decent one. We'll see. I have no idea how long the battery life is gonna be. I'm gonna charge it tonight, and we'll see how it goes next time I get out on the water. That'll be a part 2 to this video, I guess, you seeing the performance. For me, one of the big draws for me for this one was this little simple cable here that you can make. I mean, I'm sure anybody can make this like without too much effort if you know what you're doing with like electrical stuff, but I don't. So this is a real big plus for me to be able to have an AC charger without having to buy like a separate battery charger. You know what I mean? It's really cool if I go pond hopping or lake hopping or whatever, when everything's packed up in my truck, I can just plug this into my truck and charge my battery while I'm in transit to the next place I'm going to go fish. So, I mean, hopefully I should never run out of battery life. It's a pretty small unit, so, I mean, I can't imagine it being a huge battery hog, but I guess we'll see. A lot of the reviews say good things about the battery life, so I'm going to leave it there at that for now, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes on the water. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video on this or any of my other videos, please subscribe and like my videos. It I don't want to say it helps me, but I guess it does. I mean, I'm just doing this for fun, so I really like to make videos for you guys. So I hope this was a help for somebody who's maybe trying to figure out which one they want to buy, whether the Lowrance or the Piranha Max or the Humminbird Piranha Max or the Garmin Striker 4. I mean, you can get this package, but with like a better, bigger unit, I'm sure. Or you could just like upgrade the unit later on down the road if you need something, you know, that has like down imaging and stuff like that. They have versions of the Striker that have down imaging with, you just get the transducer and all that stuff. But you know, this one's pretty basic, but it has a lot of features for a fairly basic unit. So I'm really excited to try it out. So yeah, that's it. I guess I'll wrap the video up. Yep. Bye.